Hi, Shahar here, buzzbooster.com, and I have a tip for you. And today is about goals. You probably have been setting up goals for the new year, right? I know a lot of people are. They're putting lists of what they want to accomplish. Before you finish yours, let's debate about something because I really think that setting up goals just doesn't work. And why is that? Well, the very first problem with setting up goals is that we know we can fail at achieving them. If you don't fulfill your goals for this year, so what? Next year you can try again. And that's not a good starting point for you to, accomplish things in life during this year. Second thing that you have to think is okay, you probably have been setting up goals every single year, right? You start the year or a little before that, you just start writing down your goals. Well, when you look back at the data, have you accomplished a lot more over the last 2 or 3 years because of the goals that you have set up? Usually that's not what happens. And the third problem with goals is that we usually make goals of things we want to achieve. Things like, I want to make this much more money this year. I want to get this many more clients. I want to buy this kind of car. I want to travel to this place. We forget that we should be setting up goals on the person we need to become. After all, we are here, right, to evolve and to change for better. So our goals should focus on what we want to become or to achieve as a person. And what we want to become, not what other people will think if we make this much money more. Your Facebook friends, you're going to say, oh, I reached 6 figures. Hey, I reached 7 figures. That doesn't matter. That doesn't improve what you are. Okay, so what do you do? How do you work with all this? So I'm just telling you that goals don't work. What are you going to do now so you can follow a plan over the year? Here's what you have to do. Instead of setting up goals, make a list of promises. Can you see the shift here? When I make a goal, I can fail in the process. I have allowed myself the ability to fail in the process. But if I promise something, I'm much more committed to the process. I don't want to fail. I don't want to break a promise. Do you like to break a promise? I don't like to break a promise. So it's a whole different behavior in the process of achieving what you want to achieve. And of course, when you make a promise, it has to be true to yourself, right? Because you have to keep that promise. So it's much more aligned with your being than if you just set up goals. Okay? And it's all about your how you stand in front of those decisions. See, so instead of setting up goals for this new year, try setting up promises and then just focus on go through the days and fulfill those promises. You're not only going to feel a lot better, but you're going to be able, when we are in December, be able to look back and see in numbers how much more you have achieved. The data will be there. Even if all your promises are related to yourself, to your being, you will be able to see the changes. You will be able to measure those changes. And the promises that have to do with things that you want to achieve, like in business, for example, those two will be measurable because the whole commitment was there since the beginning. So stop putting goals out there, start making promises.